It's Diamond. Welcome back to another video. So today we'll be doing the 2021 to 2022 playoff predictions. So I think that the Buccaneers, who will be second place in the NFC, will face the Saints, and they will win 27-21. I think the Bucs will do great next year, but won't make the first seed. But they will beat the Saints. Then we have the Packers versus the Bears. I think the Bears will win 29-24. Because the Bears, who've gotten Justin Fields, this is their best quarterback since probably Jay Cutler, Jim McMahon, maybe. Yeah. So I think the Bears will win and move on to face either the Buccaneers or the Rams. And then next we have the Cowboys versus the Seahawks. I think that we'd have the Seahawks win because they're better than the Cowboys, and the Seahawks would win 35-23. Then in the AFC wildcard, we have the Bills versus the Browns, and I think it'd be a close game, 38-35. I just think the Browns would be 7th place in it because the Dolphins and the Chargers are better. And then in the Colts versus Dolphins game, I have the Colts winning 27-13. I think the Colts are going to do great next year, so I think they'll do better than the Ravens next year as well. So the Colts move on to face either the Bills or the Chiefs. Then we have the Ravens versus the Chargers. I think the Chargers will slip by a thread by a score of 27-28. I think the Chargers have enough to beat the Ravens and not let them get to the Super Bowl. And then we have the Rams versus the Seahawks in the divisional round, where we have the Rams pick up a big win against the Seahawks, 42-17. And I think the Rams are going to be good next year, so I think they will dominate against the Seahawks. And then we'll have the Bucs versus the Bears, and I think the Bears will pull off a surprise upset against the Buccaneers, and they will move on to face the Rams in the conference round. Then the AFC, we have the Chiefs versus the Chargers. I think it'll be a close game, 42-38. I think it'll be only a close game because the Justin Herbert will keep it up with Patrick Mahomes, but will slip up and the Chargers will lose. Then we have the Bills versus the Colts, a rematch from last year's wildcard round. But I think the Colts will win it this time by 29-27. Because I think that they have made some good moves in the offseason in the draft. And then in the NFC Championship round, we'd have the Rams versus the Bears. And I think the Bears will pull up a big upset against the Rams, 31-35. And I think that's only because Justin Fields outmatches Matthew Stafford in the offense. And the offensive line stops Aaron Donald from getting in there to sack Justin Fields. Then in the AFC conference, we have the Chiefs versus the Colts. I think the Chiefs will win 45-36. Yes, Carson Wentz does a lot for the Colts this year, leading them to the conference round. But I think they'll lose to the Chiefs, who can do a lot with Patrick Mahomes. And it is the Super Bowl, Bears versus Chiefs. And the Chiefs will have a score of 37, and the Bears have a score of 32. I think this one will be a close matchup between Justin Fields and Patrick Mahomes. And it'll be a great offensive matchup, but the Chiefs will just overwhelm Justin Fields, and the Bears' defense will not be able to get to Patrick Mahomes. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe button to get more of my content. And see you guys next time. Goodbye.